Alrighty, welcome back, and we're getting into Beyonce's Brownskin Girl. Yeah, that's right. We're going to tackle this right now. Alrighty, so I've had my morning coffee. So there's a lot of controversy with Beyonce's Brownskin Girl. So I was, looking online and things, looking stuff up and, trying to break down the song and different meanings. And I ran across an article written by IMANI BASHIR. But before we get into that, the whole thing is I've been seeing a whole trend of it's only for certain black women or for certain skin tones. So we're just gonna get into it. So in this article, IMANI BASHIR wrote, it's called Beyonce's Brown Skin Girl, and it's not for every brown skin girl. And then it interludes to historically black women have continuously been ridiculed and objectified for the natural state of their bodies from head to toe. And in this argument that IMANI BASHIR is stating, she says that Beyonce's Brown Skin Girl on The Lion King, the gift is an intentional ode to dark-skinned black women and should not be co-opted by others less marginalized groups. I think she talks about this eloquently, and it'll give us all a better understanding. So she says, upon the release of the new live-action version of Disney, The Lion King, Beyoncé blessed the world with an accompanying album. All right, so one of the most popular songs is Brown Skin Girl, which opens with sweet-voiced Blue Ivy Carter singing the hook and is celebrated of dark-skinned women. The song sparked such a grand response for its empowering lyrics that it birthed a message, #BrownSkinGirl Challenge. Now, for many, the song was a no-brainer direct message to a specific type of woman with darker, deeper brown skin. For others who joined the challenge by posting their photos, it seems they skipped over the specific cues in the lyric and only listened to the hook to celebrate themselves. So it would seem that Beyonce is just saying, oh, this is for brown women and a certain skin tone. But if you look a little further into the lyrics, you'll see something that Beyonce says in the lyrics. And that's a very small explanation of her own skin color when she says complexion has complexities. In an article written on March 28th of 2014, Nichole Berg wrote Complexities of Complexion. Now, this writer that wrote this article, it was meant to be written because by her outward appearance, she looks white, but she doesn't see herself that way. So when Beyonce put in complexions have complexities, this is what she meant by it. Even though, she knows she's light-skinned and there is light-skin privilege, don't get it twisted. I mean, she does have an outward appearance to look other than having African roots. Now, one can assume what she's saying is, yes, she knows she's light-skinned, but at times she feels as though that light skin overpowers that she is actually a descendant of Africa. But she does say this very briefly in the song, and she doesn't put any attention to it because this song is about brown skin, not light skin, and we're not going to take from that. Now, the writer of Complexities of Complexion goes on to say, to me, complexion is incredibly complex. My complexion has provided me privilege. Now, moving on back to the song, a lot of brown identifying women who are not ethnically black argued that they are not celebrated themselves in the song. To break it down mathematically, 2 TOO would more than likely be to represent as a power symbol on top of a number to show that the number is to be multiplied to equal something of greater value, extra, more, additional. This degree of melanin is specifically devoted to women who are often berated for their blackness, women who represent African history and heritage and are mocked for it. Now, this song that we're talking about, Brown Skin Girl, is for those black women, the ones who, like I said, are often berated for their blackness, women who represent African history and ancestry and heritage and are mocked for it. And I'm not going to argue that. You know why? Because it's true. Now let's look at some more lyrics. I love everything about you, from your nappy curls to every single curve. Your body natural, same skin that was broken, be the same skin taken over. This is what Beyonce sings. Now, historically, black women have continuously been ridiculed and objectified for the natural state of their bodies from head to toe. Nappy was used as a derogatory word to describe the texture of black hair that is naturally coarse, tightly coiled, curled, and considered unkempt. It was used to show inferiority and a symbol of ugliness. Nowadays, black women who choose to wear their hair naturally are often subject to being kicked out of school or fired from their place of employment. In April of 2018, black news anchor Brittany Noble Jones was fired from her job as a Mississippi news anchor because she refused to straighten her hair after she was told that it was unprofessional. This year, New York City and California passed laws against natural hair discrimination. Alrighty, so on a final note, and a reminder of who the song pays homage to is in the lyrics. Your skin is not only dark, it shines and it tells a story. The evidence is clear that this song is representative of systematic existence of color privilege. The topic has thoughtfully been tackled by black millennial roundtables. Now, Beyonce, a fair-skinned black woman, made a song that puts her in the background and centers dark-skinned women in the foreground. It is a celebratory ode to the kind of blackness that is often dismissed, disrespected, and ridiculed. It is not specific to every hue, but for the black woman whose skin is full of melanated magic and hasn't been given the floor or stage of acceptance. So maybe we should all just accept the song as it is what it is, and who it was made for. Alrighty, so what do you think about this? Do you agree with, what I found out and what I've learned? Because we're all learning together. I do think this song is for those women of a certain hue. Alrighty, I will see you later. Bye-bye.